Hello, my fabulous it girls. Welcome to another episode of the Spill Vivian Rose podcast. I'm your host, Vivian Rose. Today, we're going to be diving deep into the comparison game. So all things comparison and comparing yourself to other people. We're going to talk about why it's not worth your time and how you can start comparing yourself to the most important person, which is you. We're going to learn how comparing yourself to the past version of yourself is much better and much more beneficial than comparing yourself to people that you will never be and you will never become. So get ready to sparkle in your own light because you are uniquely beautiful. Let's get right into this week's segments. I have to interrupt the episode just for a couple seconds to talk about my new coffee line, Bliss Brew Coffee, Sip into Chic. I'm super excited because I've never had a coffee line before, so I'm really happy to be talking to you guys about it. My first blend that I have out right now is my Oh So Brazilian blend. It's a 4-ounce Brazilian blend coffee. Brazilian blend coffee has notes of cocoa powder, caramel, and walnuts. It's literally like the most richest taste, and it's really cool, and it's like super sweet, nutty, all those nice little flavors in it. It's like perfect. Also, if you're on like a strict diet, it's literally gluten-free, vegetarian, lactose-free, 100% natural, and it has no fillers. It's like sugar-free. It has none of that nasty stuff that it's in most coffees today. It's literally like 100% natural. So you guys are totally gonna love it. It's only $12 for a 4-ounce, and it's literally delicious. I'm telling you guys, go buy it right now. I have the link in my show notes down below. Give it a try, give it a taste, and I'll get right into the episode. So for our Monday motivation this week, it's actually from something that I saw on Pinterest, and here's what it says. Focus on what makes your soul feel at peace because you are your biggest commitment. The world keeps spinning, whether people understand you or not. Let them judge or misunderstand you. Make your moves, keep your focus, and continue to build. Just keep shining like you do. This little quote / Monday motivation / pep talk for yourself is so important, and it really like resonates with this episode. And I sent this to one of my friends, and we were talking about how like important and valuable this is. Like, this is some very valuable information. It's so true that you are your biggest commitment. So the time and energy that you put into other people, yeah, that's a good thing to do. And of course, we still like help others, we give back to others, we do all of that, but there's a balance in everything in life. And if you mess with that balance and give more to other people than yourself, then that's an issue. And you have to realize that you yourself are your biggest commitment. You can't put more time and energy into someone else. Just like that illustration about you have to fill up your cup first before you fill up someone else's. It's just so true. You can't try to go help someone else before you help yourself. That's like how my mom always tells me, you can't love someone else until you start loving yourself, because self-love will enable you to set boundaries and will enable you to know who to date, who not to date. All these different things that you think you would know by then, it's because self-love. You have to love yourself. You have to realize that you are your biggest commitment, and being at peace is one of the biggest things that you have in your life. Literally, I pray for peace every single day because peace is all I want. Peace in my mind, peace in my life, peace in my heart. Sometimes it's so hard because you think about all your past mistakes, your past regrets, the future mistakes that you'll make, the temptations you go through. You have to remember that you have to just let all that go. You can't control everything in your life. Stop being a control freak, okay? I used to be like that all the time. I'm obviously a perfectionist. I've learned to stop being that way, but I used to be a perfectionist. I used to be a control freak. I want to control every little thing in my life. But once I sat down, I realized what I can control and what I cannot control. And the things that I can control, I value those things. I value creating my own morning routine. I value what time I wake up. I value the nourishing foods that I put inside my body. I value my healthy food diet. I value my fitness routine. I value all these important things that I can control myself, but things that I cannot control, such as what my mom will say to me, what my best friend will say to me, my best friend saying she doesn't like me anymore, my outfit not being the best to this person, this book not working out for me, this relationship not working out for me, my mom saying to go change clothes. All these different things you cannot control. Say, for example, if you, obviously, like most of you guys listening are teenagers or young adults, so you have parents, obviously. So say, for example, your parents tell you that you cannot do something, you can't go see this, you can't go see that, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. You cannot control that. So you can't be mad at yourself for not be able to do that thing. Let me give you a specific example. For me, let me think of something that would be important to me. Okay, let's say a movie or something like that. What if my mom told me, you can't go see this movie because this, that, and other? Okay, there's nothing I can do on my end. There's absolutely nothing I can do on my end. that is not controlled by me. That is controlled by my mother. That is controlled by my dad. That is all controlled by them. I cannot control that. Therefore, I will stop trying to control a situation. Let it go. I have learned to let go of things that just drain my energy, drain my peace. I strive so hard for peace, and anytime there's a peace drainer in my life, I let it go, because I have worked too hard to get my brain, get my heart into this peaceful state of mind. So I really recommend you do the same, because it's so true. Stop trying to be a control freak. I'm literally telling you. I may do an entire episode on that, because it's so true and it's so hard to do, but once you do it, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, just realizing the things that you can control and what you cannot control. Another thing is like how people are going to respond to you. You said what you needed to say. There's no reason to try to like create past arguments and make them better. That is out of your control. The past is out of your control. All you can do is move on from it. If you've apologized to that person already, maybe you hurt someone, go ahead and apologize to that person, and that is all that you need to do on your end. Now it's up to them to forgive you. There's literally nothing you can do, and that's one of the hardest things to remember, but it's so true. Let people judge and misunderstand you. Like I said, you can't control if people are going to judge you, how they're going to judge you, if they misunderstand you, if they understand how you feel. You can't control that. Just like my mom doesn't understand a lot of things that go on in my mind, because she's not me. She's not a teenage girl in this generation. She doesn't get it. She doesn't get Lana Del Rey aesthetic. She doesn't get why I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift. She doesn't get these type of things because she's not a teenager. She's not me. She's not who I am. And obviously she grew up at a different time than me. So she doesn't understand me, and that's okay. She doesn't have to understand me. Me understanding myself enough is okay for me. Make your moves, keep your focus, and continue to build. Cultivate that growth mindset so that you can become better and better every single day. Shine brighter than you were yesterday. All of us it girls, we are 1% better than we were yesterday. I tell everybody all the time, I've grown a whole lot since yesterday. So ask me something that you maybe asked me yesterday, I may have a different answer, because I've grown a lot already. And I grow every single day. You can ask like whoever known me 2 years ago, this is not me. I'm serious. Like, this was not me whatsoever. I was super insecure. I was super just all over the place. I just wasn't who I am. And I grew 10 years worth in 2 years time because I focused on my mental health. I focused on my wellness. I put forth an effort to create this amazing mindset that I have. And now I'm here to share it with you guys and share it with all of my it girls in training so that you guys don't have to go through the same things I went through. I had a lot of I've always been insecure, not anymore obviously, but when I was younger, I've always struggled with that, and so it was such a hard thing for me to get over, but I finally got over it, and you can too. So if you feel like you're stuck in a situation that's just really draining and people are mean to you all the time and stuff like that, don't feel like you are alone, because I felt the same way. That's what inspired me to make this podcast. That's what inspired me to start my YouTube channel. This is what inspired me to start all these different things so I can help other people just like you who are listening to this episode. Just keep shining like you do. Shine like the star that you are, and let's get into the fashion icon of the week. I hope you guys like this week's Monday motivation. I'm trying to put more effort into it, but let's get into the fashion icon of the week, which is Jules LeBlanc. I watch her YouTube channel and she slays so hard, literally. So she has the cutest grunge style. She does super cute makeup, the clumpy lash look. She does eyeliner. Her hair is always super cute. It's just a super grunge look. Grunge vibe, grunge style. It's just so incredible. Grunge is my favorite style ever. I love 90s grunge. That's my favorite type of grunge. So I just really love her style and everything about her. So if you guys want to check her out, her name is just Jules LeBlanc. You guys probably know her as Annie LeBlanc, but her name is Jules LeBlanc. The quote of the week is from Ernest Hemingway this week. It is, "Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think about what you can do with what there is." That's so true, because you can't try to struggle and think about different things that you don't have. Oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. Well, you don't. That's super hard to try to instill in your mind, but you don't have the things that you're wishing to have. So just set that aside. Yes, you want those things. Yes, they're valid. But let's set this aside for right now. Let's focus on what you do have and what we can do with what you have. Let's focus on what we can grow, the goals we can set with what we have at this moment. That is super inspiring, super powerful. Next is my weekly recap. I really hope you guys have been loving my little 5-minute meditations with literally one of my great friends. I go to school with her. One of my great friends, Safia. She's super sweet, and I just really hope you guys are loving her little 5-minute, it's not even meditations. Oh my gosh, I just literally caught myself tripping. It's little 5-minute affirmations. Oh my gosh, 5-minute affirmations. And so like she does different ones each week on my podcast. So I really hope you guys are enjoying a little change, a little something that's like really nice just throughout the week, because I know I only release one episode a week because that's good for my schedule. And I know you guys be wanting like different little episodes throughout the week, and I can't give you like a full-length episode throughout the week. So I really hope that you guys are enjoying her little 5-minute affirmations that really help you guys. As you guys know, affirmations help you to become more of an it girl. They help you to instill different positive words, positive affirmations into your subconscious mind. So if you guys really want to get more into that and become more of an it girl in training, definitely go check out my 5-minute affirmations with Safia. She's literally amazing at this. She has a YouTube channel and everything. So make sure to go listen to them. And as always, her YouTube channel will be linked in the little 5-minute affirmation show notes descriptions. So I really recommend you guys listen to those, either like in your morning routine, your nighttime routine, whatever time is best for you. Make sure to check those out. Next is my featured listener of the week. Also, just really quick, I've been thrifting a lot. I literally love thrifting. I made like an entire Pinterest board on all the clothes that I want for fall. I really make like a mood board for my fall style, and so that's really what I've been up to recently. And yeah, like I've just been cultivating the fall style, fall outfits, all that good stuff. Next is my weekly, not my weekly recap, my featured listen of the week, which is Genesis. I love you, Genesis. You are the sweetest person ever. She follows me on my Pinterest, and she always engages with my YouTube channel, my podcast, my Pinterest, literally everything. She's the sweetest person ever. She's super, super kind, super sweet. And I just love her Pinterest so much. It's super cute, super aesthetic. So I'm so grateful for all of your support, Genesis. Thank you so much for your kind words all over my social media platforms. Next is my journal prompt of the week. Who do you still owe an apology to? This can be anyone. It could be yourself. It could be somebody that maybe you have like a sister or something and you blew them off, or you said something rude to them and you think it didn't bother them, but maybe it did bother them. Try to say apologies to people when it's necessary. Like if you obviously hurt someone's feelings, apologize. We're accountable for our mistakes, okay? And it's okay. You move on from them. So I'm going to go over kind of like the little segments that we have in this week's episode. So first segment is the trap of comparison, why we do it. The second one is the real you, your unique journey. 3 is breaking free, how to stop comparing. 4, comparison detox, building your self-esteem. 5, celebrating progress, comparing to your past self. And 6, surrounding yourself with positivity. So let's get right into this week's episode. Okay, so the first one we have is the trap of comparison, why we do it. This is the very first step in this whole process. It's really, really important step. It's the first one. Literally, you have to know why you are doing this. And if you even are doing this, it's really hard sometimes to realize that you are comparing yourself to other people. Sometimes you may be just avoiding thinking about it, and because you obviously are doing it. So maybe you're just denying it to yourself. So let's get into the first little mini segment, which is social media versus reality, unmasking the filters and highlight reels. This is literally so important. So there has to be a line between social media and the reality of your life. Honestly, it really has to. You have to remember that on social media, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Snapchat, whatever other social media you use, you have to remember that there are filters upon filters upon filters, and they only let you see a highlight reel of their life. They're not letting you see their everyday life. They may say this is my everyday life, but it isn't their everyday life. A lot of people, they're not going to, just like Jaden Haley always says, they're not going to show them on their down days. They're not going to show them crying because their best friend just said they don't want to be best friends anymore. They're not going to show them having a mental breakdown. They're not going to show them crying because their period hurts. They're not going to show them on their lowest points in life, because they only want you to see the good parts of their life, which are the highlight reels, the good things about their life. They're not going to show them crying because they have a bad relationship with somebody in their family or somebody in their life, but they will show them going to Paris or Rome or something like that, because it's a highlight reel. You have to remember that people only let you see what you need to see. And that could be good and bad. Of course, it's good because sometimes you don't need to know all the people's private information, like where they live, their home address, all the private information that you don't need to know. But then there's also a bad side to it. It's also like really sad because a lot of girls, a lot of just people in general don't realize that seeing a highlight reel all the time, and people are like kind of addicted to social media a lot these days. And that's why I say everything in life needs a balance. So you can't be addicted to social media, okay? I know that sounds like a super millennial, super old person thing to say, but you can't be addicted to social media. You can't be addicted to anything, literally, because everything in life deserves a balance. You can't do too much of something because then you'll get burnt out from it. You can't do too much of schoolwork or studying because then you'll get burnt out from it. Then you're not going to want to do it anymore. You can't read too much because then you're not going to read for like a whole 3 months. It happens to me all the time. I can't read like 5 books in a week and then I'm not going to want to read again till like 6 months later. It's true. You cannot keep getting addicted to things like that. That's one of the hardest things about comparison. It's an addicting process. Once you start, you can't stop scrolling. You can't stop looking to see how good this person looks, how better this person looks than you. You have to remember that all they let you see is a highlight reel. And there's so many filters on these people, you guys. You don't even know. Like they make it look like it's natural filters, but it's literally filters. Honestly, it's true. I'm not saying cute filters like the one I put on my stuff. Like I put like little glitter filters so it could just be like glitterified. I think everything with glitter is like even cuter than it was before. So I add glitter onto my stuff because like I just think it's cuter. And I may add like a little pink filter just to make my like video or my Pinterest pin just pink vibes. I'm not talking about those type of filters. I'm talking about filters like the beauty filter. Filters that make your face look, quote unquote, better than what it did before. Nothing can make you look, quote unquote, better like that. That's not true. Like you can't have what is it called? A beauty filter to try to make you look better because it's not real. Okay? It's not real. You can't do that because once you start, you'll never stop. Once you start, you never want to post a video of yourself without the beauty filter. You have to cut that out. You have to remember that these people are just using filters to cover up their own flaws. It's almost like they aren't real people anymore because they just want to cover up all their flaws and let you look at yours. It's true. Literally, you have to know the difference between social media and reality. Next is the pressure to conform. Society standards affects us. Literally, it really does. Beauty standards affect every single one of us. Somebody that you may not even know, like, let's say, people like the Kardashians, they always deny getting plastic surgery. They always deny getting Botox, lip fillers, all those things. They deny it, but everybody knows they have it. And them like just living about their lives and making all this like changes to their face, to their bodies, all that stuff is making beauty standards for people. It's making different things, different ways that people should look, quote unquote, should look. You guys don't have to follow those beauty standards. You don't have to follow what people say you should look like. Then we'll all be robots. Do you know how boring that is? Why not everybody be unique? Why not everybody be different? Why not everybody be beautiful in their own way? Literally, because if we all look the same way, if we all attended the beauty standards, then we all be copy and paste. There'd be nothing different. It's like having the same breed of dogs. Like, you know how all Yorkies, they all look the same because they're the same breed of dogs. All Labradors look the same. All Golden Doodles look the same because they're all same breed of dogs. It's the same way with beauty standards. If we all did the same beauty standards, if we all accommodated to them, if we all took the pressure and actually responded to the beauty standards, we'd be like a breed of dogs. We literally all look the same, be the same. You know how the barks are different between a Yorkie and then like a Lab or like a Great Dane. It's something like that. And so I just really think you guys do not have to attend to these beauty standards. They are beauty standards that are unrealistic and totally unachievable. Beauty standards are terrible because they cause eating disorders. They cause depression. They cause anxiety. They cause stress. They cause bad stress. They cause all these different things that are just so unnecessary and terrible for your life. Set time limits for social media. If you realize that you only start to compare yourself to other people when you're on social media mindlessly scrolling, set time limits for your social media apps. No, it's not lame. It's actually cool to take care of yourself and to take care of your mental health. Next is the myth of perfection. Why nobody's life is as flawless as it seems. This is so true because I actually did an entire episode on the myth of perfection. I talked about how perfectionism is unachievable. You might as well just stop trying to achieve it because it's literally unachievable. I literally talked all about that in that episode. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of it here. why nobody's life is as flawless as it seems. Like I said, they only let you see a highlight reel. They only let you see what they want you to see. They only let you see them in their high moments, in their good times, on their good days. They're not going to show you them crying, obviously. And you feel like you have to be perfect. You feel like you have to be a certain way to fit in. You have to feel like you just have to be something that you completely aren't. And everybody goes through that. So you're not alone, and it's okay. But you cannot conform to this. You cannot accommodate to the beauty standards. You cannot try to be perfect, because there's no quote unquote perfect. Nobody's perfect. As much as you want to be perfect, you'll never be it, because it's not achievable. Same way you can't bring the dead back to life, because it's unachievable. You can't go to somebody's grave and say hello and expect to hear an answer. That's why people say that grave sites are peaceful, because everybody's dead there. You can't talk to anybody there. Nobody's going to judge you, because literally no one's alive there. Literally, that's impossible to talk to somebody who is dead. So why do you feel like it's possible to be able to be perfect if no one's perfect? It's literally almost a similar same thing. You have to remember that. Next is the real you, your unique journey. So first is to embrace your uniqueness. What makes you one of a kind? Maybe there's something that you used to feel insecure about, but why not learn to love it? You cannot change it. Stop trying to be a control freak about your face, about your body, about your hair, about your eyes, your nose. Stop trying to be a control freak about those things. You cannot change that. So why not learn to love it? Why not learn to love your nose? Why not learn to love the way your hair looks? Why not learn to love the natural color of your hair, the color of your eyes, the way your lips look? Why not learn to love your flat chest? Maybe you have a flat chest. It's not a big deal. So many people have that. I literally have that. It's not a big deal. It's okay. Okay? You don't have to conform to these beauty standards. Beauty standards is what makes people feel like they have to get plastic surgery or breast implants, because they have to look like what they see other people look like, when you really don't. Everybody's bodies are beautiful. You don't have to look a certain way to be quote unquote pretty. Pretty isn't everybody. That's what makes you one of a kind. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you a different person than what someone else is. It's what makes you just special, unique, different. All those different words, it makes you like that. Recognizing your strengths, unleashing your hidden superpowers, that's amazing, because you literally have to recognize what you're good at. This helps to see who you are and identify yourself. Recognizing what you're good at. Say, for example, I'm going to use Sienna as an example. She's the first person who came to mind. So, say, for example, Sienna. She's going to recognize her strengths by realizing that she's good at poetry. She's good at keeping a spiritual routine on reading her Bible. She's good at her study routine. She's good at getting her outfits together. She's good at working at her office. She's good at studying for her test in May. She's good at all these different things because she recognized her strengths. She's unleashing her hidden superpowers, her hidden things that she hides from people probably sometimes, or she hides from people sometimes in her past life. Not her past life like that, but I'm saying in the past of her life. She's able to show that now because she's more confident. She has more strength. She's able to do this a lot more. Let's use Danya as another example. I don't know as much about Danya as I know about Sienna, but let's say Danya didn't used to be as confident as she is now. She's obviously learned how to be confident. And whether that's faking it till she makes it, or just being truly confident in who she is and how she is, her strengths, her weaknesses, everything. She's confident now. She's unleashed those hidden things that she's hidden from herself because she felt like she was probably judged about it or something like that. Teenage girls go through that. I go through that. You unleash those things because now you're finally confident in these things. Now you're finally confident in these type of ways of life. Let's take Grace, for example. On my Pinterest, she's one of my good friends. Let's take Grace, for example. Maybe she used to be insecure about her style. Maybe she used to be insecure about her taste in music, her taste in movies, whatever she likes. Maybe she's being insecure about it. But recognizing what she's good at, her strengths, what she feel like that she's being insecure about, why should she be insecure about that? That's literally something that makes her who she is. That's what makes her one of a kind. She had to recognize those strengths and unleash those strengths and show them to the world, show them to her friends, show them to her family. She had to do that, okay? Literally, you have to unleash your hidden superpowers, recognize your strengths. Next is your past self. Celebrate how far you've come. Literally, stop comparing yourself to other people when you can be comparing yourself to the past version that you once were. Comparing yourself to someone else is useless. It's pointless because you will never, ever, ever be that person. You're never going to be that person. But if you compare yourself to the past version that you were, your past self, you are you. So you're that person already. It's different. And so just seeing how far you've come. Maybe you don't have your dream car yet. Maybe you don't have your dream job yet. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Hold on. Maybe you don't have your dream study routine. Maybe you don't have your dream life. Maybe you don't have your dream family. Maybe you don't have your dream self yet. That's okay. Look at who you were 5 years ago. Look at your 13-year-old self. Look at your 12-year-old self, your 5-year-old self. Those people would be super proud of you. Super proud of you for how far you've come and who you are now. Your younger self will want to be you. And that is literally what should drive you. Literally, that should drive you to become the best version of yourself. That could drive you to be able to be happy with where you are and who you are at this moment right now, because your 13-year-old self, your 5-year-old version of yourself, your 10-year-old version of yourself would be proud of who you are right now. Literally, that's all that matters, how far you've come in your life. Not what you don't have, not what you wish you had. It's on how far you've come and what you have right here in this moment. Next is breaking free, how to stop comparing yourself. Unfollow and unplug. Declutter your social media for mental peace. I told you, peace is what I pray for every day. I get it every day. And of course, some days I may not have peace, but that's because we're all imperfect. But of course, some days, you're not going to have peace every single day. But for the most part, I have peace. I avoid peace drainers. I try to go towards peace like givers. So unfollow people who make you feel insecure, who make you feel like you're not good enough, who make you feel like you're not pretty enough. Stop following those people. Stop checking their social media accounts. You know how sometimes you feel pressured to be like somebody else just because you follow them? Well, stop following them. Do a mutual, not like a mutual, like they know that you're doing this, but like do this like for yourself. Delete a social media app if you need to. Do like a detox, do like a cleanse. Have a certain time of the day where you only check your social media. Have time limits on your social media so that you don't keep comparing yourself to other people. Don't be on it every single day, all day, because that's like, if you're on it 24/7, 24 hours of the day, you're not getting anything else done, and you're just draining your peace, your energy, everything. Unplug from social media for a couple hours, for a little bit. And I know that's really hard to say because honestly, I need to detox myself. And so this is why I'm going to do it with you guys. Literally, you have to take a break sometimes. Taking a break is perfectly fine. You're not weak for taking a break. You're not slow. You're not stupid for taking a break. Everybody deserves a break, and to know and be able to tell yourself and have enough courage to take that break, that's true mental strength. Unfollow people that you don't feel secure about. Say for example, you are following the Kardashians or something like that. You follow people who are celebrities that have Botox or whatever. I'm not hating on Botox, but I'm saying if that makes you feel insecure, don't follow those people because you're going to see them all the time. Now you're going to feel pressured to conform to those beauty standards that you obviously don't need because you're pretty and you're beautiful and you're gorgeous as you are. Don't mindlessly scroll on social media. Consume content consciously. Sometimes people on TikTok, they be on TikTok for hours and hours on end. Well, try not to do that. Literally, set time limits for TikTok, set time limits for Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you need to, whatever makes you feel comfortable and gives you mental power, mental peace, set time limits for it. Try to stop mindlessly scrolling. If you're going to go on social media, have a purpose on there. Say for example, you're going to go on TikTok and you want to look at the people who you follow. Don't go to your For You page, go to your following page. Don't try to mindlessly scroll because that wastes time, energy, and it just starts that comparison trap again. Next is embracing imperfection. Learn to love your quirks, learn to love your flaws, learn to love the things that make you uniquely you. This is what makes you different from everyone else in the world. That's what makes Sienna different than Danya. That's what makes me different from Sienna. That's what makes Gracie, I call her Gracie, but that's what makes Grace different than Genesis. That's what makes Chloe different from me. That's why everybody is so unique. Everybody's so beautiful in their own way because no one's the same. Everybody loves their quirks. Everybody loves their flaws. You learn to embrace them after a while. So you have to embrace your imperfection. You have to embrace your quirks. You have to learn to love yourself for who you are. Not because you may not have something that somebody else has, because of who you are. Walk around like you love every inch of your body. Walk around like you love yourself. I don't care if you don't love yourself. Faking it till you make it, embodying those mental energy, embodying that personality will make you feel like that person, and you will eventually become that person. Next is the comparison detox, building up your self-esteem. So first we have self-love. These are daily practices to boost your self-esteem. You can try different things like journaling every single day. 5 things that I love about myself. This can be different things every single day. It can be like maybe you love the way your hair looked. Maybe your skin was looking exceptionally beautiful yesterday. Write that. Maybe your lips were looking really full today. Maybe your body was able to give you a really nice workout, get out a really good sweat. Maybe your eyes, like you're grateful that you can read because of your eyes. Maybe you're grateful for your mental power in your brain so that you can read, do your schoolwork, interpret things, build a mindset. There's so many things to be grateful for, and there's so many things to love about yourself. You just have to learn how to consume it and how to actually put it onto paper and just put it into your life. Another thing to learn to love yourself and just to do daily practices is to actually write different things out on sticky notes and put them on your mirrors. So if you're the type of person is when you look in the mirror and you only see ugly, or when you look in the mirror and you only see something bad, well, quote unquote bad, put different notes on the mirror, write different things on your mirror so that you can have that reminder to yourself that, hey, I actually don't look like that. I'm actually looking really nice today. Maybe my hair looks more like full or more like voluminous today. Maybe it's really cute today. Maybe like I picked out a really pretty outfit, so I'm proud of myself for that. Different things like that can just make you feel better about yourself. Maybe you can put a little cute quote that can help you to have a great day on your wallpaper. Maybe you could read a little bit of the Bible every single day to like give you like a good start to your day. Different things like that can just be so great to practice your self-love. Next are positive affirmations. So just taming your inner critic with self-love affirmations. I have like a little affirmation series, like I said, with my friend Safia. She loves mental health and wellness stuff. So I think it was so nice to be able to collab with this little series that we have. So if you guys want to start doing your positive affirmations, just go listen to those episodes. Those little mini episodes that come out throughout the week can just really help you guys to build up those positive affirmations and just help to train your subconscious mind the different affirmations that you affirm to yourself. Next are self-appreciation journals, documenting your unique journey, whether that be video documentation, audio documentation. You can even write down your entire day, just writing out everything that you appreciate yourself for. Emma Watson, in her new Vogue video, she says in her journal, she writes down 5 things that she loves about herself. I can't remember exactly what she said, but this is kind of just an idea of what she does. She writes out different 5 things that she loves about herself, different things that maybe she did well, different things she's proud of herself for. Doing those little things every single day can just really help you to learn to love yourself and just appreciate yourself for who you are. Maybe you're appreciative that your body could take you on a walk today. Maybe you're appreciative that your eyes could let you read. Maybe you're appreciative that your legs could move. Maybe you're appreciative for your brain. Maybe you're appreciative for your heart to keep pumping. There's so much to be appreciated in your life. I'm getting so tongue-tied because I'm so thirsty, so just give me a minute. Next is celebrating your progress, comparing yourself to your past self. 1. Setting personal goals. How to measure progress without competition. You know how when you compare yourself to other people, it feels like a competition almost. It feels like you have to be better than that person or just be able to be up to their standards. You don't have to do that. Set personal goals for yourself to be better than who you were yesterday, last year, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last month. Write different personal goals so that you won't become lazy and you won't become back in that trap of comparison. Personal goals such as, did I write in my self-appreciation journal today? Did I do my positive affirmations this morning? Or did I do my positive affirmations last night? Different little personal goals. I can't tell you what your personal goals are going to be because everybody has their own, hence the name, personal goals. Next is milestone moments. Reflect on your achievements, big or small. Be happy. Celebrate your achievements. The small wins, celebrate them. The big wins, celebrate them. If you win a soccer game, like Brooklyn, if you win a soccer game, you win a volleyball game, literally go out for ice cream. If you did well on a test, go out for ice cream, go to a restaurant with your friends, maybe go book shopping, something that you enjoy. Reward yourself with it. If you got a 90 on your math test, God knows how hard math is. If you got a 90 on your math test, go get yourself some Starbucks, girl. Literally, go get yourself some Starbucks. And I'm talking about a big one too because you just did a whole lot of work. There's so many ways to just give yourself love, to appreciate yourself. There's so many ways to reflect on your achievements, big or small. Say, for example, you passed your driver's test. That's something to be incredibly happy about. What if there was something that you've been wanting to order online? This is your sign to go buy that thing online because you just achieved something amazing. It doesn't matter how small it was. It doesn't matter if your goal is to get better at writing poems, stories, poetry. If you could write one thing today, be proud of yourself for that. Have some cookies tonight. Watch a movie. Have some milk with those cookies. Literally celebrate your achievements and milestones, big or small. Next is gratitude for growth. Finding joy in the journey. I know everyone literally just wants to get to the end result, to the end thing in the journey. Like how some people, all they want to do is just skip everything, just go to the end goal. Become a millionaire. You don't want to put in the work to become a millionaire. You just want to become a millionaire, which is normal. Literally, most people are like that today. But you have to fall in love with your journey. Fall in love with your everyday life. Fall in love with waking up at 7 a.m. or whatever time you wake up. Fall in love with journaling, reading, going on a walk. Fall in love with just waking up every single day. Fall in love with gratitude. Fall in love with every single thing in your life, in your little movie, in your journey, so that you can learn to appreciate these moments. Today, you're never going to get this day back. Appreciate it. Don't feel sad because, of whatever happened today. Try to view it as a positive. Say, for example, you had a mental breakdown today. Okay, this mental breakdown hopefully taught you something. Okay, so you don't have to feel sad about it anymore. Next is surrounding yourself with positivity. This is the last section that we have. So choosing supportive friends. The importance of a positive circle is so, so important. Literally, it's so important. Me, myself, I have to look back at my friends and I have to think about, is this person upbuilding me? Is this person uplifting me? Is this person making me feel better when I hang out with them? And she wasn't. She really wasn't. She just made me feel negative. She made me feel like I was watching over someone the entire time. She was being childish. She was just being annoying. And I'm not trying to be rude, but those are her qualities. Those are the things that she was being. And I didn't like that. And I felt like I had to hang out with her, but I really don't. I'm not forced to hang out with anyone. And so choosing supportive friends that uplift you, that are happy for you when you achieve something, that build you up, that love you, truly, deeply love you, that is your supportive friend. Literally, it doesn't matter if you only have 4 supportive friends and you have 15 fake friends. Ditch those 15 fake friends and be friends with those 4 supportive ones. Choose your friends wisely, okay? Next is encouraging each other. Lift your friends up and be their biggest cheerleader. Literally, those supportive friends, you support them, they'll support you, and vice versa. Encourage your friends. Lift them up. When they say, like, oh my God, I just took it on a test, be so happy for them. Send them, like, Taylor Swift clapping emojis. Send them, like, different GIFs. Send them, like, a little, like, $5 Starbucks gift card to go get a Starbucks treat today. Be happy for them. Uplift them the way that you want to be uplifted. Lift your friends up and be their biggest cheerleader. It's literally so amazing. I just love being such a supportive friend. Next is spreading kindness. Random acts of kindness to boost your own and other self-esteem is so, so incredible. It's so nice. We have to be kind to one another because it just helps us to feel so pure and so amazing at the end of the day. So I really recommend do one thing today, just one thing if you can, to be kind to someone. Whether that be helping your mom make dinner, maybe that means taking on some extra chores. It doesn't matter what it is. Try to spread kindness today in whatever way that you can. So in conclusion, you've learned how to break free from the comparison trap, embrace your uniqueness, and start comparing yourself to your fabulous past self who has learned so much. Remember, you're on an incredible journey. You're on a journey of wellness. You're on a journey of self-improvement. You're on a journey of becoming an it girl. And every step forward is a victory. Literally, everything is a victory that you do. Every milestone that you achieve, celebrate it, big or small, do it. Keep shining in your own light, obviously, because you are enough just as you are. I hate when I feel like I'm not enough for someone because I'm enough for myself. I'm enough for who I am. I'm enough for my God. I'm enough for everything that I need that really, really supports me. And so I just really felt that's so important. So let's celebrate you and your journey today. Let's try to embrace the kindness in yourself and other people. Let's try to focus on the things that are your strengths. Let's try to make a self-appreciation journal. Let's try to think about the things that make us uniquely us. And let's stop thinking about the trap that we want to compare ourselves to other people. Let's start thinking about who we are and who we were yesterday and how we've grown so much since then. Let your sparkle and let your uniqueness just shine like the star you are. are and the it girl that you are becoming, or you already are, I don't know. But until next time, please keep staying beautiful, keep staying fabulous, stay kind, stay cute, stay pretty, and I will see you guys in next week's episode. Bye, besties.